Sorry about that, folks. It is September the 3rd, 2015. Time to kick off another trading day. The markets around the globe were pretty quiet given the absence of the Chinese markets and currency intervention by China. The buying in the United States stock market went round the globe. The Fed supported our market all day long, and they bought it into the close. They are not going to have our stock market sell if they can have it, if they have any say in it. So Fed support for our market, European Central support for their markets, China's support for the market is the only thing that is holding up the equity markets around the globe. The economic news is deteriorating quickly. The hope is that the United States and Germany now, because China's growth is very questionable, will support and hold the rest of the world's stock markets up. I put an article into the room first thing this morning on the history of corrections or bear markets since 2000. It's pretty good reading. It's something you can do after the day. Corrections are anything up to 19.9%. When you hit 20%, it's considered a bear market. So we will see how that plays out. Like I said, the economic news is not very good, and it's getting worse around the globe. China has said they will not play by the IMF rules, the international banking, that they're going to do something themselves. Yesterday they gave Brazil a $5 billion loan. So China and Russia are doing their best to subvert, undermine the international banking system. The way business has been done essentially since World War II, and they've been pretty effective so far in whittling away. The dollar is the reserve currency. Will take a long time, if it is to fade into history. It'll take a long time to change things. About 75% of the loans and the paper and everything, prices, contracts are tied to the dollar right now, and it's going to be hard to unwind that quickly, but they are whittling away at it. Okay, we have news today. Jobless claims 273, that's the default number. Trade balance minus 42, could come in lower than forecast due to the price of oil. Markets PMI at 55.2. ISM Service at 58.5. Natural gas inventories at 88 BCF. Okay, this number could come in greater than forecast based on ADP's service employment numbers this week. The rest of it I don't think will play. So the first piece of news we'll get is going to be Draghi. He picks up the mic, and he will be the focus at the same time the jobless claims number comes out. Then ISM Services out at 10 Eastern. And this will be the news focus after Draghi. So Draghi's comments and ISM Services where we are. Right now we've got pretty good resistance, really starting at 16, but initial resistance you can see right here is going to be in the 12 to 16 area. Would like to get a I'm going to play for a trading range. I think we got a shot at 15s to 19s where we were yesterday, but it may take an 11. It just depends a lot on what Draghi says. Then 23, 27, sell 2. On the buy side, 1 to 5. Pretty good support, 127 even, 124, and then 25 to 29. And depending on the news, we'll have to adjust it up or down with this morning's news and whatever Draghi's going to say. Everybody likes the status quo, especially in the government. Nobody likes to stick their neck out and make a momentous decision for which they might get bad press sometime down the road. They'll never be held accountable for it if you're in a government position. The names that sit in your chair now will change as you go down the road, but Everybody wants the press to speak and talk highly of them. Very, very few leaders in the world's games today, and everybody is on the same page as far as central banks go. Everybody is printing money. They're borrowing to spend in an effort to hold their economies up, and that will not change until they're forced to change it. Okay, knob spreads under pressure right now. Coming into this morning's opening, and really down to the news and what Draghi says. So we've got resistance at 16 to 20, so 15 to 19, that's sell 1, and 27 to 31, sell 2. Once we get past the news, I think the trading range holds into tomorrow's non-farm payroll number, which is forecast at 223,000, which is a strong number. And if that is the case, and we get a great ISM Services number, the talk will pick up that the Fed is going to raise interest rates this September. They can't do it in a meaningful way because of what it would do to servicing the debt, but they are capable. They have room to raise it by upwards of 50 basis points. Will kill the stock market without massive intervention by the central bank, but they're prepared to do that too, as we see on a daily basis when the market looks like it's going to sell. Okay, gold was pretty quiet overnight, was off a bit. We had put support in this 25 to 30 area. Our second buy was 25 to 27. That's where it is right now. 25, 27 is buy 1. 21 to 19 is buy 2. The breakout came from 11.15, 11.17. So that could be pretty good support. On the sell side, the spill came from 30. So 30, 32, sell 1. 35, 37, sell 2. Okay, the euro. No change in interest rates anticipated, and there's no way that they really can get in and change their interest or start raising it. If they were to raise interest rates right now, the bottom would fall out of the market. That won't happen. But what will Draghi say about inflation, how they're going to boost inflation, and what will he say about QE1? That's where we are. So I think the market is on hold until Draghi speaks. Now this thing, I don't think it can happen this time, but sometimes when Draghi's picked up the mic, this contract has moved 2 full points. So we're going to have buyers at 112. That'd be buy 1. If we take that out, we're going to make 50 for buy 2. We're just going to give it room. We'll adjust it after he makes his announcements, whatever that happens to be. Sell 1's going to be 50 plus or minus, so it's fairly tight, and then 1300 for sell 2. And it gets down to what will Draghi say when he picks up the mic. My guess is that he'll be rhetorically supportive for the markets and won't change current policies, but we will see. ABN AMRO said that he's going to add to QE1. Okay, crude held in there pretty well last night. We've got a seller into 46.50, so 46 and a quarter. 46.50 is sell 1. 47 and a quarter, sell 2. On the buy side, we're holding up pretty well. We've rejected prices, so near support is 45.77, 45.50. Just where the market is, and then 45, 44, 77 for buy 2. Market came up pretty fast. I prefer the sell side because of the rapidity of the rally this week. and really wasn't done on too much. The Saudi invasion of Yemen shouldn't change the status quo in the Middle East. And to everybody's favorite market, the E-mini. Okay, looking at the F1 screen, just quickly right here, we've got a seller at 85, and we've got a buyer at 1905, and we're trying to trade higher. So the first, we got a pretty clean break right here in the 55 to 65 area. That's where we expect resistance. And then it's going to jump up to 85 plus or minus. On the buy side, the breakout yesterday came when we went through the 25 area, and just really just every attempt to sell the market was met by buying by the 50-lot trader. And so the Fed is going to support the market. And we had this late rally up that came out of the 25 area that I talked about. We extended the range at 35. The breakout came in the 40 area, and we're currently at 56. We've got this low right here at 60. We've got this spill in Globex at 60. So that's where resistance is. So we're going to try to sell 59s to 61s, and we've got this high up here, then it's going to be 65 to 70. On the buy side, we got support at 45, 47, so that'll be buy one, and then we're going to make it on the breakout came at 40, 35 to 40, and we'll adjust it for the news. So the big news will be what Draghi says at 8:30 Eastern at the press conference. Again, my guess is they'll try to spend as little money as possible. So I'm sure that he will pay lip service to what ABN AMRO pointed out, and as far as QE goes, we'll do whatever we need to when we need to do it, and whatever amount of money it takes to do it. As far as QE goes and inflation, we're working on it. And so down to a news announcement. Then, once that's out of the way, I think we trade sideways into tomorrow's unemployment numbers. Going to take a bit to get everything up and posted. I'm going to get busy on it right now. See you as soon as possible.